The last words of Gautama Buddha echo in my heart. Aapo Deepo Bhava. Be your own light. This simple phrase holds the key to self-realization. The body as the lamp, this love as the oil, wisdom as the wick, and God's grace as the flame. In today's satsang, we journey together where storms only make our light burn brighter, merging with the infinite. Awaken your inner guru, pour devotion into your heart, and ignite a flame that lights the cosmos. This is more than a teaching, it's a divine call to become one with the Lord forever.
Today's satsang is Aapo Deepo Bhava. This was the very last sentence of Mahatma Buddha's life, and everything is contained within this one sentence. Aapo Deepo Bhav means, be your own light. You do not need any external guru. The guru already resides within you. Manifest that guru in the form of a lamp. This sentence, though it sounds simple, is not as simple as it appears. In Aapo Deepo Bhava, the entire science is contained. If you look closely at a lamp, it has only four things: the shape or structure of the lamp, the oil inside it, the wick, the light that it emits. If we compare the lamp to a person, the way a lamp has a form, in the same way our body has a form. The first requirement is that the form must be proper. This is given to us by the Lord. But if our body, which is like the shape of the lamp, is not healthy, we cannot pour oil into it. So in Aapo Deepo Bhava, the very first thing we must look at is our body. Our physical body should be completely healthy. It is not as if we are born knowing everything. Even to arrive on the surface of this world, we need to study for 20 to 25 years. Then we have to earn money, take care of our health, and only when we reach that stage where we can fully take care of the lamp's shape, our body, does the further journey begin. To keep the lamp's structure in good condition, we need money. We need shelter to live in. For that, we must work hard. If there is any problem in our lamp, it must be repaired. It must be treated. Once our lamp is completely in good condition, because our destination is to reach the Lord, we must then pour oil into that lamp. Now, this oil is not something you just buy and pour into the lamp. The oil we must pour into this physical lamp is the oil that will take us to the Lord. In the ordinary lamp before you, you can pour oil, insert the wick, light it with a match, and the light will come. But here, we have to make ourselves the lamp. The first stage was to make the body. Now we must pour oil into it. It is important to understand which oil is necessary in our physical body to reach God, and without that oil, we cannot reach Him. The oil needed to reach the Lord is surrender to Him. It is our attachment, our love for Him. Only when the oil of love is poured will you be able to remember the Lord. Now, what is this oil of love that we can pour into our physical body? Jesus Christ, in very pure words, has said, "Love is God, God is love." If you wish to attain the Lord, there must be love in your heart. Until you have love for the Lord, you cannot become your own lamp. But how will you love that Lord whom you have never seen, whom you do not even know? You love your child because you see, know, and understand them, only then does love arise. But you do not know the Lord. For this, the very first requirement is inner vision, the understanding that it is the Lord who gives us everything. This life is given by Him. Every comfort is given by Him. Even each breath that comes into us is due to His grace. If we deeply contemplate this within ourselves, we will realize that we cannot exist without Him. Even though the Lord may not appear before us in a visible form, we still dwell within Him. And when you dwell within someone, loving them becomes natural. This natural love happens when you have the eye of wisdom, when you understand, I exist because of the Lord. When you fully realize this, your attachment to the Lord will arise. And the attachment, the love for the Lord, it is the Lord Himself who gives it. In this world, there are three things the Lord has kept entirely in His own hands. First, the birth of a human being, that happens only by the Lord's will. Second, our death, that only the Lord knows. And third, love, it is the Lord who places it in our hearts. Every person is born with a heart. And the abode of love is in the heart itself. The human mind, the brain, develops only after the age of 7, through reading, writing, and education. But love, that is a gift given directly by the Lord. Even if you wish to love someone, you will not be able to do it so easily. Unless there is sentiment, attachment, and devotion towards that person, you will not love them, not even an ordinary human being. You love your own child, you do not love another's child in the same way. But the Lord belongs to everyone. So the love for the Lord is something the Lord Himself awakens. Whomever the Lord wishes to call towards Himself, in that person alone He kindles the feeling of love. You are sitting in a satsang. You are among less than 1% of people in this world who attend a satsang. It does not matter whether you are in this satsang or another, what matters is that the Lord has considered you worthy. That is why love for Him has arisen in your heart. This love is like curd. If you have milk, you need a little curd to set it. When you mix that little curd with the milk and keep it overnight, then by morning the vessel full of milk turns into curd. In the same way, the Lord has given us this physical body and placed within us a little love for Him, and that is why we are here in satsang. We must now develop this love so much that the entire universe, which is like milk, turns into curd. Only then will there be a complete expansion of the Supreme within us, and His light will shine forth. Just as a single vessel of milk takes one night to turn into curd, we must bring the entire universe into ourselves with the love of the Lord. To do this, the degree of attachment and love required is difficult to imagine. But if we are on this path, then we can indeed expand the love of the Lord. If you remember the life of Meera Bai, when Meera's mother once took her to a satsang of Lord Krishna, everyone there was dancing before Lord Krishna. Meera asked, "What is happening here?" Her mother replied, "All the gopis are dancing in the love of Lord Krishna. Everyone wants to be with him." Meera then said, "I too will be with him." Her mother replied, "Of course, you can also be with him." So Meera said, "Then I will marry him." Her mother, unknowingly, spoke those words, and from that very moment, Meera accepted Lord Krishna in her heart as her husband. She began dancing only for him, and she never even considered her worldly marriage as a real marriage. She became so deeply immersed in his love that when she was given poison, she drank it without hesitation. When she went to Vrindavan to visit the temple, the priests stopped her, saying, "Being a woman, you cannot enter the temple." Meera could not tolerate this. She danced in such a captivating way in front of the temple that everyone became so lost in her dance that they forgot themselves, and in that moment, Meera walked right inside to be with the Lord. Such is the extent of love required towards the Lord. Without it, attaining Him is impossible. If we want to attain the Lord, we must pour into our hearts the oil of love, so much oil that without it, life itself becomes impossible, so much thirst for the Lord that even taking a single breath without Him feels unbearable. I have told you the story of Farid before. Once, a young man came to Farid with the desire to attain the Lord. He said, "I want to meet the Lord." Farid replied, "There is only one way to meet the Lord. You must reach a state where you cannot take even one breath without meeting Him." The young man could not understand. When they went to bathe in the river, the young man also entered the water, and Farid climbed onto his shoulders. Farid was strong and healthy. The young man began to drown, and when his condition became desperate, a weak little boy nearby gave such a strong push that Farid fell off his shoulders into the water. Farid asked, "Where did you get so much strength from? You are only 20 kilos and I am 90 kilos, yet you pushed me away." The young man replied, "I was struggling so hard just to take one breath." Then Farid said, "When, in your longing for the Lord, taking a single breath becomes this difficult, only then will you attain Him." Meaning, when love is so great, such strength will arise within you, and then the Lord Himself will walk towards you. So we must fill ourselves with the oil of love. When this oil of love is present, the lamp then needs a third thing, the wick. The wick carries the oil and burns, producing light. Within ourselves, we must create a wick of determination so that we can ignite this love and produce light. And what is this wick within us? It is the wick of sthita prajna, unwavering steadiness of wisdom. We must become so steady in the Lord that we forget even our body, forget our breath, forget our mind, and enter the state of amani, beyond the mind. Then what remains within us is the wick of sthita prajna. This wick will carry the oil forward, reaching the very mouth of the lamp. Once it reaches the mouth of the lamp needs just one spark to ignite the oil and produce light. When we have the oil of love and the wick of sthita prajna, then in our attachment to the Lord, when tears begin to flow from our eyes because we cannot live without Him, that is the state of ignition. From the friction of those tears, at the point where the oil has reached the tip of the wick, light will be born. Our attachment has come, our steadiness has arrived, we have become unshakable, and the light of the Lord has entered us. Who lit this lamp? Only our love, our sthita prajna. From the body given to us by the Lord, combined with these elements, this light is formed. And this light will carry us to the state of the great consciousness. It will keep increasing, and as storms come, this light will only grow stronger. Storms do not extinguish the fire, they make it burn brighter. In life, whatever difficulties come on the path to the Lord will only take this light higher and higher. So high, that our light will merge with the light of the universe. When the light of our wick grows and becomes one with the light of the universe, we will enter the state of Samadhi or ecstasy. In that state of Samadhi, all the problems of our life will dissolve completely in the universal light. We will become pure light. And becoming pure light is the very state of union with the Lord. This will carry us throughout the entire cosmos, and our presence will expand so much that for lifetimes upon lifetimes, no one will be able to forget us. In every particle will be the light of the Lord, the light we created with our own lamp, which happened only by the grace of the Lord. Without His grace, it is not possible. On this path, many people try to walk, but out of millions, hardly anyone reaches the destination. In the Gita, Lord Krishna has very directly described it. If 10,000 people wish to go towards the Lord, to understand Him, and attend satsang, only one will understand the depth of that satsang. Out of 10,000 such deep understandings, there will be 10,000 people who have grasped the importance of satsang. From those 10,000, only 10 will live according to it. And out of those 10, there will be only one who reaches the Lord, and that one will merge into Him. So this is a vast journey. In the end, the Lord does bring us to Himself. But if we become our own lamp, increase our flame, do not fear the storms, and instead shine fully across the universe without fear, then the Lord will not take even a moment, He will bring us to Himself. Then all our milk will be transformed into curd, and the Lord will accept that offering of ours and give us a permanent place in Himself forever. We should all take a vow that we must become our own lamp, no matter how many challenges come in the way. If we have such determination, there will be no delay in meeting the Lord. The moment we reach Him, we will merge into Him and drink the nectar of His essence. There is nothing in this world greater than this. You will have attained that power by which the entire cosmos functions. That is the power of the Lord. To reach such a great state, no amount of sacrifice is ever enough. It is such a lofty height that we cannot reach it by our own efforts alone unless He Himself draws us towards Him. So our prayer to the Lord is that He may increase our light so much and unite it with His own light, that we too become the very form of the Lord. And when we become the form of the Lord, there will be no difference between us and Him. This is exactly what the Lord desires. Just as every father wishes his child to surpass him, the Lord too wishes that we become one with Him, forever and ever. Thank you.